Scorpio, I didn't know if my thing was recording or not. If you, this is going to be your February 2025 general reading. If the reading doesn't match what your sun sign is, please go back and visit your moon and rising sign. I had a tough time with the program. I had to buy a new one because the old one was acting funny. So I have with me today the Radiant White deck, the Lavera Sibila for clarification, should we need, and we will wrap the reading up with a Golden Nostradamus card. Let me get a piece of gum because my mouth is always dry. Okay, let's turn the camera around and get started with the reading. Okay, this will be a 9-card spread. I'm putting another shuffle and rifle on the deck. I wonder if that's a mailman. Okay, let's cut the cards. 9 cards down. Here we go. 6 of Swords. The Judgment. The 7 of Cups. And this is, the 7 of Cups have come out in mostly everybody's readings, but I think it's a really confusing time for people here in America, particularly. The 9 of Cups. The 5 of Coins. The Queen of Swords. The 4 of Wands. The 10 of Swords. And finally, the Ace of Swords. What is over the entire reading, the whole spread? The Sun. That's not bad. And what do I have in the reading? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 swords, 1 major arcana, 2 cups, a wand, and a pentacle. You only have 1 major arcana here, and major arcana cards are your spiritual lessons. So the swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perception, ideas, and communication. Cups simply represent how you feel about a situation. The coins represent either finances or the actual doing of something, the third dimension. And wands represent your focus, your passion, your determination, and desire. I don't have a repeater number. That's very important if the numbers repeat themselves, but I do have start with the 5 in the center. The five is a number of ups and downs, back and forth. It's a terse energy, a discordant energy. And the 5 of coins says it's right in the center, so everything else is going on around it. The 5 of coins says that this may be a time when you feel particularly low in self-esteem. You may have lost a job or self-respect. you don't feel as if you have enough to take care of yourself or your physical needs. But the Five of Pentacles also says, do not give up because you're about to achieve something you never thought possible. And looking at the card, you may have to go to some kind of organization to ask for help, and there's nothing wrong with that. You see, it's a church window, so ask around and see if maybe somebody can help you with whatever your problem is, and you can go there. But you feel as if you've been left in the cold. The cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. And the top row says that you have moved away from whatever the problems are. So this could be a sudden separation, a sudden breakup, traveling. You can travel across water, around water, by water, or near water. And whatever the past is, you are leaving it behind. But when you get to the other side, you still have swords. You still take your thoughts with you. Yes? And so, we come to the judgment. And judgment says that you need to take a good long look at your life. See what has come before and where you're going to go afterwards. It also says some things in your past may not be as you have liked, but you can learn from the lesson. These people here in the judgment card are being called to a new life. They're in a sarcophagus, but they're standing up because they've been called to a new life. I always say that a message is coming, help is on the way. Particularly from the horn that the angel is blowing and the international symbol of the hospital. So flags announce things, but to me, the international sign of the hospital says help is imminent. But what it will require is you to use your judgment. Judgment is just not a thing about afterlife or legal cases. You have to be able to use your own judgment, skills, and abilities to make the correct decision for yourself. And I say that you have to do this right now because I see the Seven of Cups behind the judgment. It's a 7, and the 7 is a number of pause and reflection about thinking where you've been in the past and what you're going to do next. But you have many choices to choose from, and you don't know what choice to make. The 7 says you can absolutely make the right choice for yourself if you know what to pick out of all these things. So the card shows self-actualization, temptation, power, peace, riches, and property. And you see that the guy he's like in relief, like he's having a nightmare. So it speaks to emotional confusion about what the choice you have to make. So if you can find out what the most important thing is, the thing under the shroud, these other choices may fall away. Maybe you really don't need property. Maybe you really don't need power. Maybe you don't need riches. So you have to be able to identify what this thing is. It also says you can expect a pleasant surprise, an unexpected surprise. The 7. We go over here to the 9. 9s are, again, numbers of pause and reflection. It's related to the Hermit. So meditation. But this card says you will get everything that you wish for. But following the five following behind says be careful what you wish for. So you may have to pick one thing, but you will feel bad about it, or you may lose money, or position, or power. But I say you have to trust the process. The Queen of Swords is a air sign female. She is usually a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Usually she's Libra, but she is asking for the truth. She has a bird eye view of what's going on. See, she's above the clouds. And she has a bird up here, so she can see clearly. So this is the type of person who has been through a lot of pain, a lot of things in her life, and she basically doesn't beat around the bush. She doesn't sugarcoat things. She will tell you just the way it is as she sees it. As a profession, the Queen of Swords can be a soldier, a police officer, maybe even a fireman. She can be a cook, a chef, a writer, a researcher, a scientist, an editor, a counselor, somebody who, arbitrator. But if you're having trouble, this is the person you want to work for you. Here we have the Four of Wands. Fours are stable foundations. And this four is about doing what you love, celebrating something positive in your life. It may be even that a relationship will reach a deeper commitment than first thought. But I don't see a relationship here. And then we come to the Ten of Swords, right underneath the Five of Coins. And the Ten of Swords, again, speaks to travel around water, by water, near water, over water, a long journey. It also speaks to an ambush-like situation. It says that the crisis point has been reached. Things cannot get any worse than they already have or are. I call it the card of overkill. Maybe somebody has been judging you. You've been listening to someone else. And this is the way it feels. Like they stab you in the back. I call this overkill card because you only need one sword to stab somebody in the back, but you have 10. Sometimes this can be about stress on your body, having hip, back, lower neck pain, headaches. But it's the darkest before the dawn. And right away, it changes to the Ace of Swords. See that? All tens are changing energies, and the next should be an ace, or 2 or 3. So the Ace of Swords says something is about to change. Inevitably, it's going to change. You can't stop it. It's going to change. It brings about maybe decisions under stressful circumstances. It brings about new ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of communicating. You know, but it's a double-edged sword. All swords are double-edged. So on the front, it could be good news, and on the back, it could be bad news. But sometimes this card can indicate that a proposal is going to come to you. Some kind of proposal. It could be a business proposal, friendship, relationship. There's the ring on top of the So, the overall energy is the sun. And the sun predicts growth, happiness, abundance, fertility, good times, happiness. And again, we have a flag, like a banner, saying that something is coming. And we have a horse, which speaks to movement. So this is what I think. I think you had to move away, and that made you feel good, or you thought you had everything that you wanted, and you arrived at a place, maybe even a new home or apartment, and you celebrated that fact, and everything seems great. But then something happens, and you feel kind of left in the cold, and it feels stabbed in the back. That brings confusion. But this queen is a clear-eyed, logical queen. So I say that things will change quickly. Look here. A move, maybe it costs too much, but that's going to change quickly. You will recover. And over here, we have confusion, maybe a loss of money, or figuring out how to pay for everything that you need, but you land on your feet. And here we have the Six of Swords, moving away, but seeing clearly, and also celebrating whatever it was that you celebrated. You have some kind of confusion, emotional confusion about what to pick, but it ends up being okay, and it changes everything, because no matter what you think, your thoughts are the only thing that can change the situation. What you think about a subject, a situation, can affect how you feel. So if you're all doom and gloom, you have nothing to look forward to, what does that say? So you should at least look forward to something changing for the better. Because this card is a card of great power and force. It says that no matter what it is, things are going to change. I think quickly, in probably like a week, or at least by the spring. So I'm going to turn over the Queen of Swords, because she is traditionally a person, and turn over the Judgment. I know, just the Queen. And I can look at the Six of Swords, the Seven of Cups. The Nine of Cups never tells me anything. I have a real love-hate relationship with this card. And so the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, as they relate to the Judgment card. Let's start with the Six of Swords. With any 10 before or after, we have the Ten of Swords. When a Ten of Swords appears with any 10 before or after it, it is an indication of travel, a journey, a vacation, holiday, or even a change of residence. It will involve a major decision which will ultimately lead to movement of some kind. That's what I'm saying. I have all these movement cards here. When the Six of Swords with the 10 after it, the message is to look carefully at all aspects of a situation, as there may be some hidden traps or pitfalls. So look out for unnecessary expenditures. Like maybe you hired somebody to do something for you and they rip you off. They charge you too much. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. Tells me nothing. The Nine of Cups certainly doesn't tell me anything. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups signifies that plans are coming together and success is on the way. It may also depict monetary gain. I would like to see it more like this if that was the case, but it's like this. It doesn't mean it can't happen because something is going to change. Appearing next to the Nine of Cups, the Five of Pentacles signifies good luck and possibly an inheritance or some sort of gain of influx of money. The Four of Wands. I don't think you're going to have to wait long for the situation to turn around. Nothing about the Four of Wands. The Ten of Swords. Nothing about the Ten of Swords. And now the Ace of Swords. There's nothing here. But the Ace of Swords says it tells of the excessive degree in everything. Maybe implying a feeling of sadness, depression, anxiety, and wasted efforts. It carries with it the expectations that things will not work out as planned. Keep going because you're about to achieve something that you didn't think possible. It tells you, the Ace of Swords, to make long-term plans at this time as it will come to fruition. When this card appears, you can be sure something is about to change, which will have far-reaching consequences, as the Ace of Swords is a card of great power and force. You may find yourself in a position of having to take action or make a decision under stressful circumstances. It is important that you keep your emotions balanced in order to make the correct choice. I don't know what this is, but everything I told you about the cards or what I say about the situation is backed up by what I just told you. So I don't have to pull cards on this, Sibilas. I will just pull a Golden Nostradamus. I don't think it's anything to worry about. And whatever this Ten of Swords is, it's not going to last long because right behind it is the Ace of Swords. You know, the darkest before the dawn. You're asking for clarity. And you'll get it. The Ring. When there is no love, there is no life. Never a joy, only struggles and strife. A happy event is coming. For example, an engagement, a wedding, or alliance. This card may announce family reunions or meetings with friends, their joy and sharing with someone. I would say this even extend to business opportunities because it's a contract. That's what the ring symbolizes. So, I wish you luck, Scorpio. That's what I have for you for February 2025. And so, until next time, good luck.